dream and being here. Really, really appreciate that, and I promise you I won't let you guys down. So I'd like to thank you. I also like to thank Rob Mullins, President Shield, Mr. Phil Knight, and Pat Kilkennon at the University of Oregon for believing in me and allowing me to have an opportunity to come out to that great university and be a part of that. Really, really great people in Eugene, and a really, really hard decision for me because the people were so great. I had a great boss, great support, and it was hard, and it was really hard because of the players. I had a great relationship with my players, and I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for them. So I like to say thank you to them and appreciate them. And again, it wasn't an easy decision. It was really tough on me. And to be honest with you, just the other night, was it not last night, I was flying back here, the night before last, when it really came to me that it was probably something I needed to do. I had a profound moment in my life as a father. Excuse me if I get a little emotional. But my wife and I was sitting there and talking about this decision, and my 16-year-old son came in and out of nowhere, and I didn't expect this, but he said, Dad, I know you're struggling with this decision, and I know this is your dream job. And he said, you always tell me to chase my dreams and don't let anyone get in the way of it. And he said, I don't think it's right for me or anyone else to stop you from chasing your dreams. And he said, and I don't want to lead that, but if you're going to chase your dream, then I'm going to ride with you. And that meant a lot to me. It was like me talking to him. It was like he was my father talking to me. And but it was also gratifying, and I was so proud of him, just how he articulated those things to me, and just again made me follow my own advice that I gave him, but I always thought that was big time for my wife and I. We just sat there and cried and like, wow, and I know this is hard for him. It's hard for my family, just moving once again, and they went out to Eugene and fell in love with it, to be quite frankly, and so it was hard. I like to thank my wife, Tanisha. I like to thank Willie Jr., Jackson, Morgan, for being with me and riding with me, and I know I've taken them all over the place, chasing a dream, and I appreciate them so much because they've been my rock and my motivation to get up every day and do a great job. But so thank you to all. Thank you to everyone that's been a part of my journey. I know I miss them. I miss some people. My mom, I know a lot don't know, but I lost my father, and I know right now he's looking down on me, and lost him in the summer. And I feel like I am him now. I'm here now because of my dad. I know he's up there in heaven, and he put a good word into the good Lord and said, please get my son back closer to home and be around his mom and his family. And again, I had a great job at Oregon, and again, it was tough to leave, but this was like the perfect fit for me and all the things that I would like to accomplish. In this business, you don't always get the perfect fit, the right things that you want, but for me to be back home, to be around my family, to have an opportunity to win a national championship, it don't get any better than that. And like I say, I'm so excited to be here, and can't wait to get out on the road recruiting. Don't get me wrong, I love you all too, and I love being here, but there's a lot of work to be done doing the things that they said we're going to do when they came here, and that's being the best football player they can be, being the best student they can be, and having the best character that they can have. That's what we're going to judge our guys on. You got to have two of those three things in order to be on our football team, okay? You can't have one and be on our football team. If you have two, we'll work with you with whatever you're struggling with to get you up to par, but you got to have great character, be a great football player, You be the best that you can be in the classroom, okay? And that's what we're looking for here. And I think if we're doing those things, winning will take care of itself. Winning championship will take care of itself because we'll be doing those things, and that just will be a part of our life. I can tell you all this in closing, the 3 foundational tenets that we're going to live by with this program, and it's kind of how I live my life and how I run our program no matter where I've been. And that's, we're not going to blame anyone. We're not going to make any excuses. We're going to go out and we're going to do something, and that's what we're going to be about. I appreciate every single one of you so much, and I look forward to getting to know every single one of you in this room and remember every single body in here name. That'll be big time. But I am so thrilled and excited to be the head football coach here at FSU. Go Noah. Come on, we got a question somewhere, right? There we go.
Andrea Adelson, ESPN.com. Willie, if you could talk a little bit more about struggling with this decision, wrestling with the commitment you made to Oregon and only staying there for a year before deciding to come here.
It was tough because what you just said, only been there for a year. Things were going really well there. I mean, in every aspect, it's going well. The people you met and the relationship you built, it's always tough when you have to end that, you know. I mean, just think about it, being able to meet Phil Knight. I mean, he's an icon, and I was in awe when I had a chance to meet him. You know, it was like, wow, and he's a great person and have a great mind and really smart, but he really loved the University of Oregon. Rob Mullen, who I thought was an awesome AD and was great to work for, and for him to give me an opportunity, my first opportunity to coach in the Power 5, you feel back or you feel like you let him down, and I know I did. And like I told him, I'm sorry that I did let him down. Like I told everyone there, I'm sorry, I apologize. The timing is probably not right, but it's never right when it's time to leave. And but again, like I said, talking with my son made me realize a lot, and I can let, I guess my biggest problem, I'm always worried about other folks and making other folks happy. And this one time where I get a chance to fulfill my dreams, I couldn't just rely on that. And again, it's just a perfect situation. I wasn't going to leave it just for anything, you know, because it was perfect and my family loved it there and had everything going the right way. But to be closer to your family and still have an opportunity to coach in the Power 5 and still have an opportunity to win a national championship, which is a personal goal, it was tough to overcome. And again, don't always work the way that you want it to, but it is what it is. And again, I know they'll find a great coach there, and they have great players there, and they'll do a great job there.
Gene Williams, warchant.com. First coach, welcome to Tallahassee.
Thank you.
And can you walk us through a little bit from the beginning, your initial contact when somebody reached out to you about the Florida State position being open and kind of what that process was like the last few days?
I think it was last Thursday that I got a call and said that FSU was interested in you. Saw the social media and everything, and they had it way before anything was done, but they wanted to know if I was interested in them. That was on Thursday. And then I heard from Stan on Sunday night, and wanted to catch up with me and meet with me. And but leading up to that, what it was like, it was horrible, to be honest with you, because nothing had happened, and I had to sit in front of the media and address questions and answer things I couldn't necessarily answer, at least the way that they wanted me to, because there was nothing there to be, there was nothing there. So we went through practice. I had to deal with it with our players was out recruiting, had to deal with it there. And the best way you do it is you be open and honest, you know, and I was always open and honest with our players, and which was the most important thing to me, is open and honest with Rob and letting him know, and just went about my work. I was working there at the University of Oregon, was recruiting and was practicing, getting ready for a bowl game, and we had our banquet on this past Sunday, and driving home, got that call, and like, wow, here we go. So then met with Stan and the president Crasher and Ed, I think it was Monday, and it kind of went from there, and had some decisions to be made, and it was tough. It was tough, but we're here now, so that's kind of how it went.
Coach, I'm sure there's been some sleepless nights during all this. How was last night? Were you at peace with this decision? Were you excited? What were your emotions last night?
I was. I was, after I told our football team, which was the hardest thing. Those young men back there did everything I asked them to do, and they believed in everything I said to them. So it's really hard to tell them what I was going to do. One of the hardest things. It was hard to tell Rob and tell Phil, because those guys believed in me too, and they gave me an opportunity. So that was really tough. But once we got all of that behind us, and I got home and talked with the family and kissed everybody and got on the plane, it was no looking back. You got a job to do now, and you're there, and let's go. And Papa sat on the plane for about 20 minutes. Just soaking it all in, and I said, I guess I'll look at the back of my eyelids for the rest of this trip. So went to sleep and woke up, we were here. And couldn't sleep. Looking forward to this, so that's where I'm at. Had my coffee, so I'm good to go. Thank you all very much, and have a great day if you want to.